What's going on right now? I'm coming to y'all about entrepreneurship, business ownership, being able to manage your time, manage your assets, manage your resources in a way that grows your business, grows your life. Your life is like a business. You have expenses, you have certain expenditures, and you have to balance those transactions, those income and expenses on and make sure that you're always making more bread and more money. And really, in today's age, online businesses is one of the best assets to hold in today's economy. There's so many different asset classes you could invest into, like real estate, stocks, different type of you know assets you can invest into, crypto, art, you know NFTs, stuff like that. Or you could start your own business, and part of that is what I'm coming on here to say is that in today's time, in today's age, you should not be working for anybody but yourself. Like a 9 to 5 is a death sentence. A 9 to 5 is like a jail. 9 to 5 is like holding you captive. You know, like all day you're giving your life away to these business owners, and in return, they give you a small piece of the cheese. And it's like, in today's age, with all the tools and resources that we have available, you could definitely be able to start your own business. Start your own business. You could, definitely use all these enormous, all these, tools, all these insurmountable tools. There's a plethora of tools out there you can use. AI, Adobe, all these big business, companies have made millions and billions off of helping people, make money online and start businesses online. This is nothing new. This is now a proven system, a proven method. Like, yes, it's real to work online, to work in, the internet, to work on the internet, in the metaverse. It doesn't matter, what you kind of do. If you're on your phone, you can make money. You can turn your phone into a cash machine. In today's age, like, that's all it takes to get started. The will, the drive, and if you have a cell phone, you can network. You telling me you can't talk to 10 to 20 people and make, 25, $50, an hour? Come on, man. Like, it's now the power is in our hands. The power is in our control. It's time for us to take responsibility and do the math. That's a lot of things. When I first got started, I said, look, there's all these people out here doing it, man. I want to be out here like them, and I gave it everything I got. And one of the golden nuggets I received along the way is, what is your number? What is your freedom number and shit like that, and doing the millionaire math. So you gotta make sure that you got a product that you're selling online, or you wanna go ahead and figure out, okay, if I need 2 bands a month to pay my rent, if I need 10 bands a month to survive, okay, how much do I need to sell to make that amount of money? I'm considering, all the different skills and different facets of knowledge that I've obtained throughout my entrepreneurship journey that I've been building for the last 6, 7, 8 years of trial and error, something like that. The last like 10 years. And it's like, what does the next 10 years hold for you? For us and for our community. Like, what does the next 10 years hold? We are, the masters of our, fate. So we got to just put in that work. And part of business is doing that, putting in that work, balancing out, the income and expenses, and making sure we're making a profit. And that's that in today's age. Like I'm saying, there's so many tools, AI resources. It's such a proven method. 5, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you're not gonna, oh, let me quit my job, I'm gonna go start an online business and I'm gonna go sell t-shirts. What the fuck? Like, nobody's thinking about selling t-shirts, but now it's a common lucrative thing you could do. You make a couple t-shirts, you make like 20 shirts, you make 50 shirts, you sell each one $20, $30, bro. You up 10 is 300. Come on, 10 is 300, bro. You tell me you can't sell 10 t-shirts a day of your own brand, hustling out on the street. That's the drive. Share your vision, your passion, your mission, what you're set on this earth for. You know, to grow and to, help other people. And that's really all entrepreneurship is helping other people. Helping other people, solving other people's problems. You know, and again, balancing the income and expenses. Making sure we're making a profit. Okay, I'm gonna come on here with a little more business talk. I really want to get my business talk up and going because we are growing the reseller team. If you're thinking about making money online, starting an online business, we do have a proven system on how to turn your phone into a cash machine. Okay, to simply communicate with people, make posts, and make money online. And now, today's age, like I said, it's easier than ever to get started. You can always join the Telegram, always reach out to me directly. I'm always available. Be glad to help y'all get started and transform your income, change your income. You don't have to be limited to however many hours you can work in a week. You can break free from those chains of those paychecks that are holding you, and be able to learn that there's a different way to make money and transact and create value in the world. And part of that is create value online, create value with others. And you can do that more efficiently than working with a company nowadays, guys. So I'm saying, like, my whole mission, my whole thing to tell you is cancel that 9 to 5, quit that 9 to 5, start building that side hustle, start getting that little sales experience you need. Man, join the reseller team because we're gonna do big things. We're always doing big shit. Y'all know what's going on. Tap in. Look, I'm gonna let y'all chew on that. I want to let y'all chew on that live, and we're gonna circle around back to this video. Let's get back into some more money topics, some more hustle topics, and keep shit profitable. Keep shit profitable. Okay, keep shit profitable. Managing income, managing the expenses, keeping shit profitable. That's what it's all about. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Like, Money Nesto CEO, whatever, aka, you know what I'm saying, like Mr. Boss, whatever you call me, like, just know that you can subscribe right here, get the updates. Let's transform our wealth, man. Like, if you're tired of being broke, then let this time be enough. Like, damn, I'm finna run up 10 bands, 20 bands. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Tap in. Let's do it. Subscribe, and let's build it. Let's take over the game. Let's take over the game together, and to beat the odds. Cause they don't want us to see us win. They don't want us to see us win, man. Subscribe on this bitch.